Welcome to HWM Aston Martin, and here we have a beautiful 2017 Zagato Coupe. Originally sold by us when it was new and also to its second owner. This car is back available with ourselves and available on the Timeless scheme. This particular model has done some mileage. It's done 2,000 or just under 2,200 miles from new and has a full Aston Martin service history. This car is finished in what I think is probably one of the nicest colours they did in and around that sort of era. This is Scintilla Silver. This is a cracking colour. It gives you a nice glossy finish, quite a bit of fleck, and when it's out in the sun, it does really come alive. There's some quite nice notable features on this car that you wouldn't find on some of the Zagatos, as most of them were all individually specified and they all looked a little bit different. There is plenty of content online for Zagato if you want to know a bit of information around the vehicle. Our managing director Guy has probably done numerous videos based around Zagato. This is purely just to give you a bit of a view about this car that is available with ourselves for sale. So as I say, finished in Scintilla Silver. We'll give a bit of a side profile view of the vehicle. So this particular car has got the chrome side strakes on the side of the vehicle, along with the chrome Z on the side as well. We also have the gloss carbon A-pillar on this particular car, and as you can probably see from the side profile here, it gives you that cap look across the top of the vehicle, so that typical Zagato sort of finish to the vehicle. We also have the satin and diamond turn wheels on this car as well, so there is no Villa d'Este pack on this vehicle, but actually, to be fair, I think across the board, unless you were having one in the red, actually to have something that looked really nice and sensible is probably a great way to do a Zagato. Moving you back round the back of the vehicle, again, optional content wise, there wasn't much you could have on Zagato, but there were a few changes that you could make. This particular car is a fairly simple colourway and specification. We do have the black tail tips, but again, that was a standard feature of this car, and as you can see, we've got those really cool rear lights. Moving you down the near side of the car, again, black piano window surround. That was a standard feature on Zagato. And then we then have the body coloured mirror caps and casings on this vehicle. We also have the carbon fibre vents on the bonnet. So again, these were standard features of the Zagato. And then moving you around the front of the vehicle, you've got those slightly chopped off headlamps on the front here, and that huge black grille at the front there with the Zagato daylight running lights. And that feature ran through on a couple of different models, not just on Zagato, but you may well have seen that on Rapide AMR as well. But we'll give you a bit of a walk around, and then we'll show you some of the interior features and colours. So the interior of this vehicle is a really sublime place to be. It's not a huge amount different from sort of regular Vanquish, but you do have a lot of subtle changes and some bits and pieces that are slightly different, but your cockpit feel is pretty much the same. We have a spicy red leather as a secondary colour on this car with the obsidian black leather. All the leather is in semi-aniline, and then we then have the match to leather on the Z logo on the bolsters of the seat, but that also moves through onto the environment, so onto your doors and also in your rear environment on this car, with a perforated seat centre. So we do have heated and cooled seats in this vehicle, hence the perforation on the seat. We also have a black carpet in this car, and also a black leather headlining, a full black leather headlining, so not just your A-pillars and running around, but also your sun visors and that sort of thing. We also have garage door opener on this car, and quite unusually, and you don't often see people spec this on the car, we have the satin 2x2 twill herringbone carbon on the dash here, so you tend to see just your regular carbon, but this is the herringbone carbon on this car. And then we then have the dark jewellery pack on this car with the bronze behind on the dials here, so just giving you a nod through to the launch of the Zagato and also that sort of Budapest pack. We also have here the 177 steering wheel in full leather, so the sides here you can have this in leather or in Alcantara. This particular car's got it in leather. And then we have a bronze ring, again to match your dials on the dash here. On the steering wheel. You also have your thumb features, so you've got your sport mode and your suspension on the bottom of the steering wheel, which was sort of a standard part of having a 177 steering wheel. And then we also have B&O, but again was sort of a standard feature of Zagato as well. If you want any further details on this car, do contact us here at the showroom and one of us will be happy to help.